We are here today to help dedicate a great museum, one that rises out of the bedrock of our city, our history, and our hearts. In the years to come, the 9/11 Memorial Museum will take its place alongside the fields of Gettysburg, the waters of Pearl Harbor, and the Vietnam Veterans Memorial as a sacred marker of our past and as a solemn gathering place. A place we come to remember those who died and to honor acts of courage and compassion that saved lives and lifted spirits. The outstretched hands that rushed forward that day and in the hard weeks and months that followed.
Mayor Bloomberg, distinguished guests, Mayor de Blasio, Governors Christie and Cuomo, and the families and survivors of that day. To all those who responded with such courage, on behalf of Michelle and myself and the American people, it is an honor for us to join in your memories, to recall and to reflect, but above all to reaffirm the true spirit of 9/11. Love, compassion, sacrifice, and to enshrine it forever in the heart of our nation.
When you walk through this museum, what strikes you is how your emotions can feel sad at one moment, and in the very next moment, you feel utterly astonished and grateful at how people from all over the world responded. It was as if the entire world came knocking on our door, cried with us, and asked what they could do. People from over 90 countries died on September 11th, and so the world understood that while this happened on our soil, it happened to all of us.
Ordinary, everyday objects that we find here in the museum, a wallet, a ring, an ID card, a telephone, are unlikely but powerful keepsakes which help us understand the events of that day in human terms. Each piece carries with it another story, one that might have been our own. For don't we all own a pair of shoes we wear to work that could have been the ones we wore that day?
We will never understand why one person escaped and another didn't. How random it all seems, and how powerless it makes us all feel. But what this museum does is allow us to see is that we absolutely can affect each other's lives by what we do at a time of crisis, how we are strengthened by what was done that day. September 11 brought out the largest emergency response in New York City history. 1,000 firefighters, 2,000 police officers, and 100 city and volunteer ambulances rushed into action. When both towers fell, logic says no one could have survived and lived to tell the tale. The South Tower fell, and no one survived.